Okay, good morning everyone and thank you for joining to the class. On today's objective will be comparatives and superlatives. And do we know what that means? ¿Sabemos lo que significan los comparatives and superlatives? More or less? Yes, no,
No.
no? Do we have any idea? No? Okay, comparatives, it's like when you compare something, yeah, in terms of size, okay, we can say that this is like bigger than the other one. In superlative, it's like the top of the top, right? Entonces, los comparativos y los superlativos, cuando nosotros comparamos a alguna cosa, puede ser en términos de tamaño, que algo es más grande que lo otro, y el superlativo cuando es el top del top, ¿no? Cuando es el más grande o el mejor, ¿no? Okay. Let's start then by having this conversation. It's a small conversation between Sarah and Kate. Who wants to be the first person? Like we have it called Sarah, but it can be whatever, I mean, or woman. So we need a volunteer to make Sarah sentences. Who wants to be the first one? First person and second person. Alguien que me ayude a leer la parte de Sara.
Yo quiero ser Sara.
Good, thank you. Who wants to be Kate?
Perdón.
Who wants to be the other person?
¿Quién quiere ser Kate? ¿Quién me hace segunda? Raza.
¿Quién yo, profe?
Excellent. Thank you, Christopher. So let's start reading. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
So, which picture is your favorite?
Well, I love the picture of the flowers. You know, the black and white one.
Yeah, I like that one too, but isn't as nice as the picture of the elephant that is so cute.
Really, I think it's dull as those pictures of chair. I didn't really understand what they were trying to do.
Maybe we're just not as smart as everyone else.
Or maybe we just don't understand art.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Let me fix this because I found two mistakes. Okay, the first one is the white one. Oops. It's the white one. And the second, it was, ¿dónde estaba? It is, okay, no, that's fine. Okay, good.
La primera, ¿no, profe?
I'm sorry?
En la primera línea, ¿no?
A ver, yo vi dos, pero no me acuerdo. Ah, sí. Yeah, that was, okay, thank you. So let's start by reviewing vocabulary and pronunciation. What, do we have problems of vocabulary? What about nice? What's the meaning of nice?
Bonito.
Bonito, right? That is nice, that está bonito, está chido, ¿no? Okay, good. And what's the meaning of dull? What's the meaning of dull?
Es como un... No, bueno, me imagino es como un sinónimo, ¿no? De bonito, pero no tengo idea.
Do you think it's a synonym? It's totally the opposite. It's totally the opposite, okay? It's the opposite of nice. In this case, es el contrario de nice. In this case, can be like boring, yeah. She says, the picture of the elephant, okay? They're talking about the picture of the elephant, and Sarah thinks it is nice. And Kate says, really? I think it's a dull, okay? Como que she says, yo creo que es aburrida, okay? As those pictures of a chair, igual que esas de las sillas, she thinks they're boring. She thinks they are like senseless, sin sentido, right? So that could be the meaning of dull, like boring, like senseless, like como aburridas, planas, sin sentido, etc., right? Okay. What's the meaning of smart?
Inteligente.
Good, como inteligente, no? And she say, maybe we're just not as smart as everyone else. Very good. How can we pronounce this? Entender.
Understand.
Very good. Understand. Very good. So I'm gonna read the conversation, just like review the pronunciation in case that we have like some issues or some troubles. Okay. So she says, Sarah, so which picture is your favorite? Well, I love the picture of the flowers. You know, the black and white one. Yeah, I like that one too, but isn't as nice as the picture of the elephant. That is so cute. Really, I think it's a dull as those pictures of a chair. I didn't really understand what they are trying to do. Maybe we're just not as smart as everyone else. Or maybe we just don't understand that. Very good. So, do we have questions about vocabulary or pronunciation? Pretty easy,
No.
right? Pretty easy. Very good. So let's then review comparatives. Where do we have a comparative? ¿Dónde tenemos comparaciones? ¿Dónde tenemos comparativos? First, where do you think they are, Sarah and Kate? Where they are? ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde creen que están?
En una exposición.
En una exposición, yeah, could be a museum as well, right? Puede ser también un museo. Very good. So they're talking about pictures. And where do we have a comparative? Where can we identify a comparison?
In a conversation.
Ajá, en la conversación, ¿dónde podemos encontrar comparativo?
Mm,
¿En qué parte tenemos una comparación?
En donde pues, aparece lo de nice. Y,
Could you read it? Could you read it, please?
but isn't as nice as the picture the elephant. Creo que
Very
ahí es
good.
un
Very good.
comparativo.
Yeah, and she said, I like that one, but isn't as nice as the picture of the elephant. Okay, so we're comparing the black and white, yeah, that one, which is the black and white, yeah, and she's comparing with the picture of the elephant, right? Está comparando la blanca y negra, la de en blanco y negro, con la pintura del elephant, okay? She said, I like that one too, but isn't as nice as the picture of the elephant. Very good. Where do we have another one? ¿Dónde tenemos otra?
Abajo.
¿Qué más?
Really,
Could
I
you
think
read
it's
it, please?
really, I think it's a rule as those pictures of a chair.
Very good. I think it's a duel as those picture of a chair. And we are comparing the elephant picture, okay, porque ella ya está hablando del elephant, con las pinturas o las fotos de las sillas, right? Where do we have another one? ¿Dónde tenemos otra comparación?
with Sarah.
Can you read it, please?
Maybe we're just not as smart as everyone else.
Excellent. We are just not as smart as everyone else. And we are comparing us, or we, ¿sí? Nos estamos comparando, o Sara y Kate. We're just not as smart as everyone else. Con los demás, ¿no? Nos estamos comparando. Very good. And how can we say that it's a comparison? ¿Cómo podemos decir que estamos comparando? ¿Cuál es el común denominador en estas tres frases?
El as.
As, right? That one, I like that one, but isn't as nice as the picture, right? I think it's as dull as those pictures of a chair. We are just not as smart as everyone else, okay? And let's see that we have also, in all of the cases, we have el adjetivo en medio del as, right? As dull as, not as smart as nice as, right? So we have in common, lo que tenemos en común es el as, ¿okay? El as y que en medio, ¿sí? Está el adjetivo calificativo. Tenemos dos objetos que estamos comparando y el adjetivo que los va, digamos, a representar, ¿no? Esto no es tan bonito como aquello, o esto es tan, o nosotros somos tan inteligentes como los demás, o etcétera, right? Okay, good. So let's move forward and say, we use this comparative to express equality or inequality, okay? We use as to say that two things share a similar characteristics, okay? Pues vamos a decir entonces que esta comparación es cuando nosotros expresamos similaridad o igualdad o inequidad entre dos cosas, ¿sí? Es cuando nosotros utilizamos el as, right? Entonces nosotros utilizamos el as para decir que dos cosas son similares en características, ¿sí? Podemos decir, nosotros somos tan inteligentes como ustedes, mi taza es tan bonita como la tuya, ¿sí? Entonces, cuando nosotros utilizamos características o la característica la vamos a comparar con equidades o igualdades, utilizamos el as, ¿sí? Es tan bonito como, es tan inteligente como, es tan grande como, ¿sí? Aquí utilizamos una igualdad, ¿no? Es la igualdad de características. Los dos objetos que vamos a comparar comparten esa característica y vamos a decir que son de alguna forma iguales en esa característica. ¿Okay? Then we use not as to say that two things are different. ¿Okay? También podemos decir no tanto como, ¿okay? Y la característica, por ejemplo, volviendo al tema de las tazas, mi taza no es tan bonita como la tuya. ¿Sí? O en la conversación, we are not as smart as everyone else. Nosotros no somos tan inteligentes como los demás. ¿Sí? Entonces, aquí la misma característica que estamos comparando, uno la tiene y la otra persona o el otro objeto no tiene esa característica. ¿Sí? O no, por lo menos no en igualdad de circunstancias. Este libro no es tan interesante como este otro. This book is not as interesting as this other one. ¿Okay? Entonces ahí es cuando tenemos la diferencia. Entonces vamos a utilizar el as para expresar la cantidad o la similaridad entre dos objetos con una misma característica. Y los adjetivos calificativos que pueden ir en medio del as o del not as could be small, dull, cheap, expensive, big, pretty, nice, etc. Right? Ya los adjetivos calificativos que tú quieras ponerle, pues dependerá, ¿no? Ya sea lo que vamos a comparar. Questions about the rules. Preguntas acerca de las reglas.
No,
Ok, excellent.
no.
No, We can move forward then. Okay, let's then compare. We have to use as and as or not as, okay? And let's review the first picture that we have here. Now, letter A. It's a small picture. It dates 1645, es del año 1645, and it has a cost de 4,500. Okay. La número dos, la segunda, letter B, es del año 1850 y cuesta 1,060, right? Number three. Arturo, would you help me to describe letter C, picture letter C? What is the date of picture letter C? Arturo no tiene micro, okay. Okay, no problem. So, Emmanuel, would you help me to describe picture C? What's the date of the picture?
¿Cuál Emanuel, profe? Hay dos.
Tú, Emmanuel Guzmán.
Ok. La C.
La C. ¿De qué año es?
De 1967.
Very good. Karen Luna, how much does it cost?
A.
Letter C. No, la C.
Ah.
¿Cuánto cuesta la C? How much does it cost? ¿Cuánto costó entonces? Karen.
Perdón. 4,000.
Five, what?
500.
Very good. Very good.
This?
4,500. Very good. Vero Vasquez. On picture letter D, what is the date? In what year it was painted?
1985.
Excellent. Very good, Vero. In Genesis or Guadalupe, how much does letter D cost?
550.
Very good, 550. Very good. Okay, so let's compare them. Picture A is, and we have in the adjective that we're going to describe or compare, it is small. So picture A is picture D. Picture A, this is an example, so I'm going to answer it. Picture A is as small as picture D. Okay, so if we can, both of the pictures are the same size. Okay, son del mismo tamaño, or más o menos del mismo tamaño. So both of them are small. Okay, so picture A is as small as picture D, and we're comparing the size. Estamos comparando el tamaño, donde la pintura A es tan pequeña como la pintura D, right? Okay, so picture D. We will have to use expensive as the adjective. Hay que usar el adjetivo costoso, right? So picture D is what?
Not as expensive as C.
Picture C, very good. Picture D is not as expensive as picture C, right? la pintura D no es tan costosa como la pintura C, okay? And we are using, again, we are using not as, okay, not as, it is not as expensive as picture C. No es tan costosa como la pintura C. Very good. So, next one. Picture A using big. Picture A, what?
Is not as big
Very
as
good.
picture B.
Picture A is not as big as picture B, right? La pintura A no es tan grande como la pintura B. Very good. Next one. Picture C is
Not as old as picture A.
excellent. Picture C is not as old as picture A. Good. Next one. Picture A is what?
As expensive as picture C.
Is not expensive as picture C. Very good. Hold on a second, please. Okay. Sorry. Picture A is as expensive as picture C. They cost exactly the same amount, right? Cuestan exactamente lo mismo. And then we say picture A is as expensive as picture C. Very good. Okay, and finally, picture B is
Is not smaller as picture.
as picture D, right? Very good. Why? Because picture D was painting on 1985 versus picture B, which was painted on 1850, right? La pintura D, pues fue pintada después, ¿no? Es más moderna que la pintura B. Very good. Excellent. Questions about comparison, comparatives with as and not as. ¿Preguntas? ¿No? ¿Todo claro?
No.
¿Está fácil? Is it easy?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, right? Okay, we use comparatives then to compare the same characteristics of two subjects. Okay, vamos a utilizar los comparativos para comparar las mismas características de dos objetos. Okay? And we use superlatives to express supremacy. Okay? Vamos a utilizar los superlativos para expresar una supremacía, ¿no? Cuando algo es lo más, ¿no? El más inteligente, por ejemplo, el más callado, el más whatever, ¿sí? Entonces, que es el número uno en algo, ¿no? Es el más alto, el más grande, el más chaparro, el más, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. ¿Sí? Let's read these opinions. And I'm gonna read it on the first time, and you're gonna read it a second time, okay? In my opinion, the scariest movie of all time is The Ring, okay? Elephant by the Black Eyed Peas is the hottest album of the last, okay, aquí, don't corregirlo, of the last 10 years. I think this class is better than the other one. The worst show right now is America's Next Top Model. I can't believe it's one of the most popular shows. This car is faster than that one, okay? So we need 5 volunteers to read each one. Necesitamos 5 voluntarios para leer cada una. Who wants to start? Go ahead, Christopher. First one.
Okay. In my opinion, the scariest movie of all time is The Ring.
Very good. And Christopher, where do we have the superlative here?
Sería The scariest movie?
Very good. The scariest, right? La más aterradora, okay? That's the meaning of scariest, como aterrador, no? Es de miedo. We're talking about the scary, okay?
Yes.
Very good. In my opinion, the scariest movie of all time is The Ring, okay? And we have the superlative in the scariest. Very good. Thank you, Christopher. Carla Arias. Would you
Buenos
help?
días.
Buenos días.
¿La leo?
Yes, please.
Elephant by the Black Eyed Peas is the hottest album of the last 10 years.
Very good. So where do we have the superlative?
The hottest?
Mhm.
Hottest?
Great, excellent. Yeah, the hottest. Is the hottest album of the last 10 years, okay? So very good. So we say Telefunk by the Black Eyed Peas is the hottest album of the last 10 years, okay? So it was the top of the top, okay? Era el mejor de los álbumes o es el mejor de los álbumes de los pasados 10 años, okay? Have you ever heard about Black Eyed Peas? ¿Han escuchado los Black Eyed Peas? ¿Todavía suenan? Yes.
Yes.
Do you like Black Eyed Peas?
My favorite.
Yeah, it is my favorite too. I went to the concert when they came to Guadalajara, but probably you were like very young guys, okay? Seguramente estaban muy pequeños cuando vinieron. It is like the hottest concert that I have ever been. O sea, ha sido el mejor concierto del que he estado, ¿no? El de los Black Eyed Peas. Me encantó. I really love it. Okay, next one. Volunteer to read the next one.
Yo,
Okay, go ahead.
I think this class is better than the other one.
Okay, and where do we have the superlative?
And better.
And better. Very good. And let's see. I'm sorry. This is not a superlative. This is just a comparative, okay? I think this class is better than the other one. And we are comparing a class versus another class, okay? En este caso no estamos hablando de un superlativo, estamos hablando solamente de un comparativo. ¿Estamos de acuerdo? Because we are comparing the first class with this other one. Estamos comparando una clase con la otra, ¿verdad? Very good. Next one. Who wants to read the next one? Volunteer.
Oh,
Who wants to read it?
me.
Okay, go ahead.
The worst show right now is American's Top Model. I can't believe it's one of the most popular shows.
Very good. So where do we have superlatives?
Worst
Very good. Worst. And where else?
and most popular.
Excellent. We have two superlatives here, right? The worst show right now, el peor, no? I can't believe it's one of the most popular, okay? Es uno de los más populares. Very good. And finally, who wants to read the last one? Who wants to read the last one?
Yo,
Okay, go ahead.
this car is faster than that one.
Very good. Is it a comparative or a superlative?
Comparative.
Yes, it is a comparative, right? Because we're comparing a car from that other one. So it is faster, it's a comparative, right? This car is faster than the other one. Very good. So if you can see, we can have comparatives and superlative like mixed, okay? Very good. So let's move forward and clear all my drawings. Okay, good. Oops. And then we have this, okay? One syllable adjectives and verbs from their comparative and superlative forms by adding ER and EST to the base form, okay? So, a todos los que tenemos los adverbios y adjetivos que son de una sola sílaba, como small, fast, and so other ones, solamente hay que agregarles una ER para tener un comparativo y vamos a agregar un EST para tener un superlativo, ¿no? Por ejemplo, small y el comparativo es smaller y el superlativo va a ser smallest, ¿sí? Por ejemplo, cuando decimos my car is smaller than that one, ¿no? Estamos haciendo una comparación entre uno y otro, and then we use the comparative, which is smaller. And if we have a superlative, we can say that car is the smallest one, right? Es el más pequeño, right? Same case as fast. My car is faster than the other one, but that one there, pero el que está allá, is the fastest car, okay? Y eso ya tenemos que utilizar los comparativos y superlativos como más específicos, okay? This ring, for instance, this ring is smaller than that ring, okay? And we are using a comparative because we are comparing two rings. Estamos utilizando un comparativo porque estamos comparando dos anillos, right? Y un superlative, it is the smallest one in the box, okay? Estamos ya dándole un adjetivo de supremacía, ¿sí? Donde estamos diciendo que es el más pequeño de todos, ¿ok? So, we add EST al final, ¿ok? Entonces, todos los adjetivos y adverbios que son de una sola sílaba, como small o fast, les agregamos para hacerlo un comparativo la ER al final y EST al final, sin cambiar la forma base. ¿Sí? Solamente se les agrega las terminaciones. Questions about one syllable adjectives and adverbs?
Profe, ¿esto lo podemos hacer con cualquier verbo?
Con cualquier adjetivo y cualquier adverbio que tenga una sola sílaba. Solo los de una sola sílaba funcionan así. ¿Ok? Los que son cortitos, small, fast, etc. Right? Okay. Then we have another one, which are two syllables. Okay. Los que son ya de dos sílabos, que son un poquito más largos, como clever, happy, or early. Okay. Estos adjetivos y adverbios, these adjectives and adverbs, their comparative and superlative form by adding ER and EST, again, okay, EST, to the base form. También los de dos sílabas, como clever, happy, and early, solamente necesitamos agregarles la ER al final, ¿sí? O la EST al final en caso de que sea un superlativo. Los de una y dos sílabas funcionan exactamente igual. ¿Sí? Clever, the comparative will be cleverer, and the superlative, cleverest. Okay? Happy, happier, happiest. Early, earlier, earliest. Okay? Entonces, una y dos sílabas, ¿sí? Los que sean cortitos o medianitos, solamente hay que agregarles la ER y el EST. ¿Sí? Sin embargo, los que son algunos de dos sílabas y todos los de tres sílabas o más, ¿sí? A esos les vamos a agregar more and most, ¿okay? A esos ya no tenemos que agregarles la terminación porque ya no va, ¿sí? O sea, ya son enormes, ¿no? Joyful, for instance, we say more joyful, or superlative most joyful, okay? Intelligent, we say more intelligent. We don't say intelligenter or intelligentest. We say most intelligent in case that we have to use a superlative. Happily, we say more happily or most happily. Okay, we don't say happier or happiest. Okay, we say more or most. Okay, los que son algunos, solamente algunos de dos sílabas y todos los que sean mayores a dos sílabas, tres, cuatro o más sílabas, ya les ponemos el more y el most. Okay, questions. Hasta aquí, questions. No questions? Okay. The comparative form less and the superlative form least are used with adjectives and adverbs to indicate that something does not have as much quality as what it is being compared to. ¿Sí? Entonces tenemos también la forma, digamos, negativa, por así decirlo, o la forma contraria que es less y least, ¿ok? Que la comparativa sería less, menos que, ¿sí? O el menor de todos, ¿sí? Que sería least, ¿ok? Y entonces los utilizamos para decir o para comparar que la calidad no es igual o la cantidad no es igual o es la menor de todas, ¿sí? Por ejemplo, I have become less anxious about the project, ¿sí? And we use less, ¿por qué? Porque estoy expresando o comparando en este caso, es una forma comparativa less, me estoy volviendo menos ansioso sobre el proyecto, me estoy comparando contra un periodo anterior donde tenía más ansiedad, ¿no? Or, for example, I have less work today than yesterday. Hoy tengo menos trabajo, ¿sí? Less work than yesterday, que ayer, right? And we have the superlative form, which is least, okay? This is the least popular of the perfume. Ese es el menor o el último de los perfumes populares, right? This is the least advice that I will give you. Ese es el último consejo que te voy a dar, ¿sí? Entonces tenemos también la forma less y least, ¿ok? Less, to compare, less lo vamos a utilizar para comparar cuando dos cosas no tienen la misma calidad, que es muy similar al not as well as. Remember, cuando empezamos la clase utilizamos el not as, ¿ok? So it is like similar using less. Es un poquito similar el usar el less. Cuando nosotros tenemos una comparación, pero la cantidad o la calidad es inferior, entonces decimos es menos que, ¿no? Less than, etcétera, right? O cuando vamos a nombrar al último, ya sea de los más populares o al último de las calificaciones, is the least one, okay? Question about less and least. No, right? I think we have already used it before. Yo creo que ya lo habíamos utilizado antes en algún momento de la. Okay, let's practice. Let's have some practice. First one, Luciano Pavarotti was the great singer I've ever heard. Is it a comparative or a superlative? Are we comparing with someone else?
No.
So it is a comparative or a superlative? Luciano
Mm.
Pavarotti was the what?
Superlative.
Okay, superlative. So which is the superlative of great?
Greatest.
Greatest, very good. So Luciano Pavarotti was the greatest singer I've ever heard. Okay, Luciano Pavarotti es el mejor singer, cantante que yo he escuchado, right? Next one. The interesting show on TV are animal shows. Comparative or superlative?
Superlative.
Comparative, right? No, it is not a comparative. It is a superlative. Okay?
Okay.
Because we are not comparing to any other one. So we can say what?
The most.
The most, right? The most interesting shows on TV are animal shows. Very good. And we're using most interesting because we have a longest, ¿sí? O tenemos uno de más de dos sílabas, ¿no? Interesting, tiene tres sílabas. Then we cannot use interestinger or interestingest. No, we use most interesting. Okay, very good. The most interesting shows on TV are animal shows. Very good. Next one. Marilyn Monroe was the beautiful cultural icon of the 1950s. Is it comparative or superlative?
Superlative.
Superlative, right? Very good. So what would be the superlative? Marilyn Monroe was the
Most
Most beautiful.
very good, most beautiful cultural icon of the 1950s. Very good. Justin Timberlake's new album is the comparative or superlative? Hot City of the Year.
Superlative.
Very good. Justin Timberlake's new album is the what?
The hottest.
The
Hottest.
Very good. Excellent. Is the hottest city of the year. Very good. Excellent. So let's stop here. Vamos a dejar aquí la clase. And we have an activity this week. Esta semana vamos a tener dos actividades. Okay. We have a homework that we have to release. Tenemos que entregar esta tarea para el viernes al final del día y también tendremos un examen, un quiz rápido acerca de comparativos y superlativos que también lo vamos a tener que realizar el viernes y estará disponible el viernes de 7 de la mañana al mediodía. ¿Ok? ¿Alguien tiene problemas con el horario para el quiz?
No.
¿No? Ok.
No.
Very good. So
Teacher.
let's stop here. Okay, ¿ya?
¿Me puede repetir cuándo es el quiz?
El quiz será este viernes y estará disponible de 7 de la mañana hasta el mediodía, o sea, a las 12 ya cierra. Vamos a tener 10 minutos para contestar el quiz. Serán de 5 a 7 preguntas de opciones múltiples. ¿Okay? Y disponible este viernes de 7 de la mañana al mediodía. Tenemos también que entregar una tarea que ya se las voy a subir en cuanto esté la plataforma. Y la actividad la subo hoy para que ustedes puedan entregarla hasta antes del viernes al final del día. ¿Ok? Eso va a ser. And that's it. Okay? Questions about the class, about the activities I will have to deliver this week?
No, teacher.
No questions? Okay. I will have to let you go. Voy a tener que ya terminar la clase. Les comentaba que